Get up and go with Dunken and Carly on demand.
It is Weirdo Wednesday. Open our app and chat with us. Play along. Tell us something that you do that others around you think is kind of weird. This chat actually came in last week. It's from Amber, and part of me loves it because you're weird. And like you would be
It's so funny. You would be that friend that would be like, you want my crust on my pizza?
So she only eats the crust on pizza. And you're thinking, well, how do you fill up if you don't eat the rest of the slice, right?
She says, I collect everyone's crusts and put them on a plate to eat when the pizza is gone.
Can you imagine her at like a company office party?
Oh my gosh.
You can eat that crust?
you gonna eat that?
Yes, Amber, that is weird. Do you like the crust?
It depends on the pizza.
Well, you're right. There are some good crust out there, but sometimes they're so doughy and fluffy and just like,
Oh, see, I love that.
And I like crispy and crunchy.
Like, shout out, what is it, Domino's? I think it's Domino's crust. Domino's crust is so good with the seasoning that they put on there.
And the garlic butter sauce.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
Can I go, Carly?
Sure.
I don't ever let my wife snowblow or shovel.
What are you afraid of?
I don't let her do the lawn mowing or anything like that.
You don't want her to get too swole and be able to beat you up?
No, she's already at that point. Like it wouldn't take a lot to beat me up. I just have this thing where I don't want my wife to be out in the extreme elements, which is probably weird, right? Because she's more than capable. She's tougher than I am.
I feel like I kind of get it because, you want to be the guy who is able to do things for his wife.
Mm-hmm. That's about all I can do.
But
that's about all I can offer. Don't take that away from me.
So you're like, get out of my way. I need to do this thing for you. So I don't know that I would say that's weird per se.
She'll clear the driveway or the sidewalk every once in a while, like maybe once a winter, and I'll come home and I'll just be so angry. Like, this is my chore.
I think it's not weird because, yeah, we all fall into these roles in relationships, and then when the other person does it, it's like, well, now I feel useless. Thanks.
That's exactly right. All right, so not weird?
I don't think that's weird,
Okay.
no.
Here's a chat from Tammy. Whenever my husband goes upstairs, he goes 2 at a time. She writes it's weirdly aggressive. We've all walked with somebody upstairs where they're going 2 at a time.
Yeah, it
is kind of weird.
When my husband and I lived in an apartment, we lived on the 3rd floor, our most recent one that we lived in. And not every time, but a lot of the time, he would go 2 at a time. And it really does look super aggressive.
Yeah, it's like, calm down, bro.
Okay, I'll get there when I get there. I'm not taking 2 at a time.
Weirdo Wednesday. Open up our app and chat with us right now. Let us know what's weird about you, what you do that others around you think is kind of weird, or what your husband does. This is from Shelly. She wrote, I have a coworker that wears a watch on each wrist every day. Is that weird? Yes, that is super weird.
Yeah, why would you need that?
I mean, I guess people wear watches now as more of like an accessory to their outfit. I mean, nobody's using them to tell time, right? You've got your phone.
I feel like people are wearing it less as an accessory to their outfit and more as for the fitness purposes.
You're right. I forget about the smartwatches that track everything.
Yeah, and for like it's nice to me. It's really nice that I'll get a buzz that I got a text and I can just quick check my wrist. Mm-hmm. And if it's not important, then I don't have to go on my phone.
So maybe this coworker has
I'm gonna guess
a burner phone too. So check left wrist is the burner account.
Like, okay, I gotta remember which is which.
Yes.
I'm gonna guess that one watch is for like a smartwatch and the other one is the fancy watch. Still weird though.
Less weird.
But still weird.
But still kind of weird, yeah. All right, play along with us this morning. It's Weirdo Wednesday. Open up our app and chat with us. Tell us something that you do or somebody that you know does that others think is kind of weird. Is it weird that I'm disappointed, Carly, in how little snow we got?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, they were saying 24 inches. They've backed off that a lot.
Right.
So they're saying another maybe foot today. So total 16 inches.
But like a foot's still a lot.
It is
in 24 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, because we're over here like, oh my God, this is going to be the biggest snowstorm ever.
Tell my kids about this in 20 years.
Yes, it's going to be like the Halloween snowstorm of 91. Was it 91?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. People are yelling at their radios right now, like, of course it's 91. Hello?
All right, so we got an update on the snowfall totals from around the region and the latest from the National Weather Service as well, and a whole long list of school closings.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty cool. A lot of schools just said screw Thursday, too. So a lot of schools off today and tomorrow. Get that info on the 106.9 KROC app. It is slick out there this morning, but I'm not seeing any reports of power outages, which I know a lot of power companies were concerned about. And round 2 is going to be more difficult today.
Yes.
Even though they backed off a little bit.
Hopefully we continue to see no power outages, but there are some tips on what you should do. I've got it up on the 106.9 KROC app. First of all, of course, you need to report the power outage, so that way your power company knows. Hopefully they can get out pretty quickly and fix it. But you should also have a home emergency kit.
Uh-oh. I don't have one of those.
So, things you should have in said kit. You should make sure you have flashlights. Not your phone, Troy. Because you are always like, don't shrug your shoulders at me.
My phone's always dead. It's always like
True.
4. I'm that guy. So yeah.
Yesterday you were like, nah, I didn't charge my phone while I was sleeping last night.
Yeah,
I'm
whoops.
like, what the heck? Amateur hour.
Yeah, I'm really
But
bad at that.
You should have a flashlight that's not your phone, because if your power is out for a couple days, let's say, which sometimes it can be if it's really bad, then you'll want to make sure you have a source of light that's not your phone that could die on you.
Okay.
You should also have bottled water, non-perishable food items, a first aid kit, extension cords in case you only have a partial power outage. That way you could still plug things in. Mm-hmm. Then there's plenty of other things.
So this is all stuff that you have at your house.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah.
Just make sure you know where it is so you're ready to go.
That's the worst. Like, oh, where the heck is that flashlight I haven't used since
power goes
4
out.
years ago when we
Yeah.
went camping?
Yeah, the power goes out. It's dark. You're like, well, dang it.
All right. So knock on wood, hopefully no power outages.
Yeah, seriously.
But in the event of one, you should be prepared. And of course, you can listen to us on our app.
Yes.
Even if the power goes out here at the radio station, we're still streaming on our app.
Right.
So you
yes.
can still listen for updates on the 106.9 KROC app.
There's a Japanese tourism company that is apparently creating balloons to take rides to space on. They're those spy balloons, but now it's a ride.
Would you?
No, that seems horrifying.
So that spy balloon was what, 60,000 feet in the air?
I don't
Which probably
remember.
the edge of space. I don't know. I barely graduated high school, but it's way up there, right?
It's way up there.
How far does this balloon go up?
So this balloon will go 15 miles above
Oh,
Japan, and you're strapped in like what's kind of like gaming chairs with roller coaster style harnesses to keep you in place.
No, who's doing this?
Costs $180,000 to do it.
What?
No way.
Nope.
Scary. We've got a quick update on social ice. The update is basically there is no update.
Okay. They're waiting to see.
Right, yeah, because of course people are like, what the heck's going to happen? We've got all this snow coming. So the plan is to kind of like wait. If they have to push off carving the ice bars, then they'll push it off as much as possible. But
Okay.
they're planning still on having social ice start Friday night. What the heck are those white stripes on Minnesota roads before a snowstorm comes?
Okay, I've seen these before.
I have as well.
What are they?
And I've also wondered, what the heck is that? Is that a street treatment?
Is the snow coming from underneath us? Oh, no.
Wait, that reminds me of a total side tangent. There was a girl on TikTok who thought her hair grew from the ends of her hair. Do you remember that?
No.
And
What
not
an
from
idiot.
the roots? Yeah, right? No, the snow is not coming up from the ground. But our buddy Kurt St. John from Quick Country 96.5, he wrote about it,
Okay.
debunked what I was thinking.
What were you thinking?
Well, I was thinking that it was pre-treat. I guess debunked is not the right. He confirmed what I was thinking.
Okay.
It is pre-treatment on the roads. It's like a salt brine, making sure that the streets are ready to go. So, makes sense. And finally, there's an 11-year-old retiring from her job that makes her $133,000 per month.
Why is she retiring?
She's retiring because she wants to focus on school.
Why? Sweetheart, you're not going to find a better gig.
She wants to take this time to get ready for high school. She's only 11. And she was making $133,000 a month by selling toys, hair accessories, fidget spinners. So she just like created this whole brand and people loved it. And
Keep doing it.
Made a whole bunch of money. I know.
Oh, I'd be the worst parent. I'd be like, sorry, sweetheart.
Drop out of school.
School is canceled again today.
Yeah, right?
Make more fidget spinners.
Yeah, I would learn if I was her parent, I guess. I would try and figure out a way to
balance that.
Like push that to somebody else. How can you push that, like the duties of making that, I mean.
Or sell the brand like, hey, Walmart.
Yeah.
Give us $5 million for this or whatever.
Right. But I feel like if she's making $133,000 a month, there's no way she's making all that by herself. Like making all those fidget spinners by herself.
No,
you know what I
I
mean?
wouldn't think so.
So she should just like push that onto the production side of things.
You need to figure out how to balance
she
that.
She
Yeah.
goes to school.
She's the management.
It's like
she shows up for an hour a day just to supervise.
I was going to say exactly. Yes.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Well, good for her. There are things that are more important than money.
I don't know about that.
All right, that's news or snooze for today. You can get more local news on the 106.9 KRLC app, including our snowfall totals and all of the cancellations and closings for today and tomorrow.
Dunken and Carly, weekday mornings on 106.9 KROC.